talk about this episode of Married to Medicine. I only want to touch on the end of the episode with Quad, Dr. Gregory, and Sweet Tea. I felt like Quad's behavior was ridiculous. And if I was king, or if the roles were reversed and my man acted the way that she did with her ex sitting right behind me, would be a problem. And it baffles me how so many people lack emotional intelligence and understanding what was happening there. First of all, I see a lot of people talking about, oh, Dr. Gregory came back on this show that was, her show. First of all, Dr. Gregory was on this show, and the only reason Quad was on this show is because of Dr. Gregory. Let's start there. Secondly, oh, Quad had to sit in. They threw the relationship in her face. Nobody threw a relationship in her face. They moved on. She supposedly moved on. He moved on. He's on the show with his new wife, in which her friend, Dr. Heavenly, is the one that convinced her to join this show. Let's talk about that. But nobody threw the relationship in her face. They gave her a damn storyline. Let's be clear. What was Quad gonna talk about last season if Sweet Tea wasn't on this damn show with Dr. Gregory? What was she gonna talk about? And she invited herself in spaces that no one asked her to, involving Sweet Tea and her husband's relationship. Nobody told her to bust up at this girl's bridal shower. All this little extraness that she does. Fast forward to this season, you got a whole man on this show, and instead of loving on that man and just quietly showing that you are over this relationship, you make a whole plumb fool of yourself last episode. And people are like, oh, it was so funny. Oh, she got Dr. Gregory. No, she looks stupid. At the end of the day, if you're over someone, you don't act like that. Now, it's clear they have unresolved feelings. You know what? Maybe it is unresolved feelings, but that doesn't mean it's romantic feelings. They have unresolved issues. But Quad never knows how to let shit go. She cannot let stuff go. And she wants Dr. Gregory to want her so bad. And she wants Dr. Gregory to be upset about her moving on. At the end of the day, why do you care her? When she said to King, oh, he's probably upset, like in their confessional, that I've moved on, that you're here. And he was like, well, why? Oh, because you're with his ex-wife. Ma'am, you acting like you upset that he has a wife. What is wrong with you? Even if, let's say he did feel that way, must you antagonize the situation? You all think by Dr. Gregory getting up and leaving, y'all felt like, oh, he was upset because he still loves her, he still wants her. No, every insecurity, the biggest insecurities this man has, she antagonized them sitting in that damn chair in front of him. His ability to, I guess because he's older and you got this young man there, the fact that he wants kids, now you want kids with this young man, the sex that y'all have all the time when you wasn't having sex with this man for years, like all of this stuff, she sat there and threw it in his face, and all y'all could see is that she was just expressing how she felt and he still loves her. That's what y'all got from that? Where is the emotional intelligence? What in the world are you all talking about? It's not about love. It's not about love for either one of them. Quad is to me, she's an attention-seeking person. And she likes to do, in my opinion, get back. And yeah, if y'all want to say, okay, this is her get back for what? She got back by leaving him and moving on. That's all. Y'all too busy trying to do too much in relationships these days, and that's why shit don't ever work out. Y'all need to just relax. What is she doing all that for? And why y'all think that shit cute? Ain't nothing cute about that behavior. She was a sloppy drunk that embarrassed her man in front of her ex-husband. Now, Dr. Gregory, in my opinion, could have held his composure, but no one was taunting Quad. That's all she does. She messes with Sweet Tea. That girl ain't never did nothing but married a man that she claims she ain't want. So why you acting like this with this girl? and then you taunt Gregory with the things that you know that he wants. Why was it necessary for her to turn around and say anything to them? She didn't have to say a thing to them. Why was it necessary for her to do what she do? She embellishes. Do y'all really think that man just bought her a damn Rolls Royce? Why? Y'all really believe that? Y'all fools. And then in one of the episodes coming up, they're going to be talking about moving, him moving into her place. If he can drop a Rolls Royce in front of her door, paid for, he don't need to move with her. I don't know why y'all can't see this. Quad embellishes. Oh, he's a great father. He's the father of the year. All of what she was doing was to antagonize Dr. G. And y'all don't see that? None of this stuff was adult-like. It was all childlike behavior. It was all just bird behavior. That was ridiculous. And if I was king, I would be upset. There is no way my man gonna sit in front of me and express so much feeling, whether it's hatred or whatever, for the next person while I'm sitting there. Are you crazy? Are we well? No. You're not gonna do that with me sitting there. And it just baffles me how so many people can't understand this. I don't know if y'all ain't lived enough life. I don't understand. But nothing about that behavior made sense. And then the fact that, she chose to do that is very telling on who she is and her character. And also what it is that she's feeling. In my opinion, do I think she's in love with Gregory? Absolutely not. Do I think she ever loved him? I don't know. That's a big question mark. But what I do see is that she cared more about hurting Greg's feelings and Sweet Tea's than the man sitting next to her. What I do see is that she is really, really hell-bent on Dr. Gregory still having feelings for her. And I think when Sweet Tea talks about, she's Quad is jealous, I don't think she means she's jealous of her and all of that. I think she's saying she's jealous that Dr. Gregory moved on and is not still pining over her, because that's what she wants. I feel she still wants Dr. Gregory to want her. So she's going to jug at him so that we, the audience, believe that. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe she wants Dr. Gregory either, but she sure wants him to want her. So if y'all thought that behavior that she displayed was her getting her get back for abuse that none of us know really happened. I'm not saying it didn't. I've been in crazy abusive relationships like that before. So none of us know but them what happened in that marriage. But if he's moved on and is not thinking about you, why don't you do the same, Quadrina? Why don't you move on with your man that is supposed to be this totally different type of man than you've ever been? He was made for me. He's my soulmate. He's my everything. Well, then why don't you sit up there and act like that? Why don't you do that instead of putting all this energy disguised by liquid courage to say some stuff just to jug at this man? Let it go. And folks, please see the forest for the trees. This is not Dr. Gregory being in love. This is Dr. Gregory being antagonized and his insecurities messed with, and he's trying to get away from them because he knows this is what she does. Why can't y'all see that?